All right, so my name is David Agboola. If this is your first time meeting me, just have it at the back of your mind. Anywhere you see me anytime, that is my name. And City Light Media is my personal brand. Okay. Uh, you're welcome to Realtors Corner. Once again, Realtors Corner is a powerful weekly training program we put together for realtors, especially. So, if your passion is to grow your business, to learn how to sell real estate, to build your personal brand, to sell out and become the best version of yourself as a realtor, then Realtors Corner is the place to be. So Leadway over time are seeing that one of the challenges with realtors is that they have this tendency to grow cold, especially when things are not working out perfectly for them. They have this tendency to become discouraged. They have this tendency to lose passion just because things are not working out, right? So, two things we are trying to accomplish with the Reader's Corner. Number one, we want to help you see the massive possibilities that abounds in the real estate. And when your eyes is open to these things, you will be developed, you will be changed, your mindset will be transformed. You develop extravagant mind to understand that nothing is actually impossible. Just give me a minute. All right. Yeah. So you'll be able to actually develop this extravagant mind whenever you are doing with everything you are doing. All right. So that is the number one thing we want to accomplish to transform you as a person. The number two goal is to actually equip you with the resources, with the materials, the skills, the techniques you need to sell out. Let me assure you, let me tell you something. In this real estate industry, people are buying property. One of the challenges I had in the past when I was starting out in real estate is that I used to feel like, oh, this economy, in fact, is so hard. The economy of cassava, agbado, and the rest of them, you know, is so hard. So even before the advent of that economy, all these kind of the chaos that attended the voting election period and all that made me feel like, oh, people are not really buying property. Let me just cool down. Let me see what happens. Kind of mindset will not really help you as a realtor. The mindset of let's see what happens, let's see what comes out of it, because you will not be able to put in the very best effort of you to actually sell it out there, right? So the first thing is developing your mindset. Because do you know that at the time where I was thinking that, oh, this election period, people are not going to buy real estate because they don't know what's going to be the outcome of the election and all that. People are afraid, people are scared, and Nigeria is going to break into three parts. Everybody to your tent, oh Israel, and all that. That was my thought. Even in the middle of that, people were selling our property. I witnessed a whole estate sold out, even in the midst of that thing. I was like, what is going on here? you know so ever since then I have stopped believing that there is scarcity of money somewhere. I've stopped believing that because of the present economic situation people will not be buying property. It is you that you are in that. There are a lot of other people that are not bound by that kind of economy, especially if you are a child of God. You live on kingdom economy, right? So two goals again. Number one is to develop yourself. Number two is to arm you with the skills, the techniques, the strategy, the resources, the materials that you need to become the best version of yourself and get the maximum results in your business. So if you are joining, I want to assure you it's a place. Today is a good day. Some of you are here not because you're a router, but because you want to learn Facebook adverts. The likes of Jennifer, the likes of Tolulope, the likes of is Mr. Tola here? Tola, are you here? Unmute and speak. If you're here, let me know. The likes of Mrs. Adejoro, are you here? Okay. And then the likes of Oluwadari Joy as well. Are you here?
Yes, I'm here with you, sir.
Great,
I'm
great,
here,
great.
sir.
It's good. All right. So, friends, today is a beautiful day, like I said. So, today, what we are dealing with is Facebook ad mastery. If you are here last week, we discussed extensively what the structure, the systems, and things revolving around Facebook adverts. Now, I mentioned three key things that are very, very important when you want to run Facebook advert. Three key factors. Three key factors. Who remember them? Who remembers them? Right path solution, you were present.
Number one is patience.
Number
Number one
one
is
is what?
patience. Patience.
Patience. Yes. Number two.
Number two is like the lead. You have to wait for the lead to convert after 48 hours. You can kill your advert
And
if
that,
it's not
that
planned.
is still part of that's still part of patience. Patience is
Okay.
the right time. Patience is you managing or checking your advert within that
Yes,
48
sir.
hours to see if it converts or not. If it doesn't convert, you kill it. If it converts, let it fly. What's number two? Who remembers number two? Mr. Harapa, remember number three. If you can't remember number two, number three. All right. So if you cannot remember, please go and watch the replay. We usually drop the replay of this session in the group. All right. So whether you belong to the Realtors Corner or you belong to the other group where we have our Billionaire Realtors community, there we also share the link for you to watch the replay of last week so that you can be on the same page with us today. So I mentioned specifically three things. I mentioned it's about patience. I talked about your copy, yeah, about your copy, like your copy and creatives, right? And then I talked about your target audience. Those are the three things, three factors that you need to take into consideration when you running a Facebook advert. Number one, patience. Number two is what your the target audience, right? And number three, your copy and your creatives. If you don't know how to actually manage these things together, Facebook will frustrate you. Facebook will frustrate you because I've seen this happen several times. So today is going to be practical. There is no long talk, right? So I'm going to be sharing my screen right away. I'm still expecting a couple of others to join. Still expecting a couple of others to join so that we can have the best of time today, right? So please let me know if you can see my screen. I'm going to be sharing my screen with you. All right. So friends, can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can see it.
Anybody can see my screen? Great. Thank you, Tolu. Thank you very much. So today we are talking about Facebook ad mastery for Realtors Part 2. Today, I'll just be taking you through on a journey, right, on how to. Blessing Patrick, it's good to have you on the call. So I'll be taking you through a
Thank
journey
you.
on how to run effective adverts, right? How to, especially how to target the rich people. That is the main thing today. And this can only achieve this with your phone, with your laptop rather, not with your smartphone. So if you have a laptop, then congratulations. This is something that's really be of benefit to you. And if you have a phone, I'd say that you should upgrade, right? We'll provide for you your laptop that will help you to do all of these things. So my name is David Abuola. For the sake of your introduction, I'm a digital media consultant and a digital marketing consultant as well. So Google certified by God's grace, and then I'm an alumnus of the Facebook sponsored Faith Foundation program, founder of City Light Media Solutions, and here at Leadway Property, I'm the lead of the digital media team. So it's a pleasure to be your host and trainer this very evening. So today it's all about Facebook ads mastery, right? Now, Facebook advertising was introduced, November 2007, right? And then since then, it has contributed to over 90% of its revenue, talking about billions of dollars that Facebook made every single year. So this course now, Facebook Ad Mastery, is just to familiarize you with the platform, show you how to make money with it with ease. So as a digital media consultant myself, I've helped brands to run profitable Facebook adverts. I generated hundreds of thousands of dollars, right, in a short period of time. So this is something that I do very well and I do it with passion. So let's look at some Facebook statistics. We have over 1.8 billion daily active users on Facebook. Why you should use Facebook is what we are talking about right now. Why Facebook? Why are we talking about Facebook? What does what about other platforms? Yes, we have other platforms for running adverts. We have Google, we have YouTube, we have Twitter, we have LinkedIn, we have TikTok, right? We are talking about Facebook, and it happens to be the largest, the biggest, right, of all the social media platforms. And why is it important? Why is it that Facebook is one of the best out there? Number one, over about 2 billion daily active users. Just think about that. Think about that. Then $17.4 billion generated in revenue in Q1 of 2020. Now over 80 million businesses. And now this report I'm giving you, it's about a year ago. Right now, we'll be having about 90 million businesses on Facebook. An average cost per click, CPM, and cost per impression, it's that price. All right. So now here are some of the things that you should know about Facebook. Because at some point you'll be hearing words like click-through rate, CTR, CR, CPC, CPM, reach, impression, CBO, BR. All of these terminologies, they are very important that you have knowledge of them. You don't have to be a digital marketer, but if you're a digital marketer or a social media manager, this will be of immense benefit to you. All right. Now, when you're relating with a digital marketer or a Facebook ads person, these are the language or terminologies that you use at some point. So CTR stands for what? Click-through rate. Click-through rate simply talks about um, the rate at which people eventually reach your landing page from Facebook, right? So let's say if 1,000 or 100 people clicked on your link on Facebook, and about 50 of them eventually land on your website. So how many people actually scale through? That's 50, right? That's 50%. So at that point, we can say the click-through rate is 50% because that is half of the people that saw your ad and clicked eventually landed on your page. I want to talk about conversion rate. Let's say you are selling a product of 5,000 naira on your website, right? And there's a button there to say to click and purchase. So once they click and they're able to put in their card, they'll be able to make payment and an order for the product that you are selling. So if 50 out of the 100 lands on your page, that is click-through rate of what? Of 50%, is it not? Now, out of that 50, only 25 now eventually bought what you are selling, right? So we can say at that point, conversion rate is 25%. Conversion rate is what? 25%. Cost per click, that is for everybody that clicks your link, there is a price. There's an amount that Facebook charges you, and that is what we call cost per click. Cost per thousand impression. Per thousand impression means that when we talk about impression in the first place, impression means how many times is your advert shown to people? How many times is your advert shown to people? Not even individually, but shown generally. So let's say to press code and the right path. Three of you, you're on Facebook and you saw my advert about Facebook ads or how to grow your business. You saw it on Facebook. So right path, you saw it 2 times. Press code, you saw it 3 times. You saw it 4 times. So that is how many times now? That is about 9 times, is it not? So that 9 times is what we call somebody type it in the chat. Impression is the number of times that any highball sees your page. The number of times eyeballs get to see your page. Yeah, thank you. So that is impression. So the number of times Mr. A saw it, number of times Mr. B saw it, plus the number of times Mrs. C saw it together, that is impression. And when you're talking about reach, remember we have Fresco, right? We have Fresco, we have Tolu, and we have Right Path. That is 3 people. So reach is 3. Reach is what? 3. 3 people individually, 3 unique people actually saw your advert, but each of them saw it at different what? Different rates. I don't know if I'm communicating. If you are getting me, please type yes in the chat. If you are following, please type yes. Type yes in the chat. Let me know if you are really following. You're understanding these things. Okay, that's
Yes, you are.
great. That's great. That's great. So reach is individualistic, right? While impression is any number of times that anybody sees your advert. Even one person sees 1,000. If one person sees your advert 1,000 times, the impression is 1,000. Now, campaign budget optimization. So this is the feature. First of all, you can mute. This is a feature that enables you to do what? Actually optimize your funds across the adverts you are running, right? So if you are running about 1, 2, 3, 4 adverts at the same time, and then there is a particular fund, a particular campaign with a set amount of money that you're using to fund it, I tell you, this um, this particular feature, campaign budget optimization, will help you channel your money to the advert that is performing well. If you don't set campaign budget optimization on, it's going to actually distribute the money equally to all of the adverts. But then if it is on, any advert that is performing well, it will sponsor it more than the rest. Now, you need to understand that there's no two adverts that is exactly the same. They are different. All of them, they are different and they perform differently. Now, what is bounce rate? Bounce rate happens when a user lands on your website and before they even spend up to 5 minutes, they are off already for several reasons. Number one, it's either your website is loading very slowly. People's attention span these days is short. Some people want to quickly view your page before they land, go to TikTok and watch the next skits. That's what's on their mind. And they're expecting your website to load in 5 seconds. So if you're taking your website 15 seconds to load, before it's done loading, they're off. So that is what bounce rate. So bounce rate is people landing on your page just before they could do anything, they are off. That is bounce rate, right? So what can you do to optimize your bounce rate? We're not talking about that one today. If you want to learn about that, you can sign another session with me. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about now is Facebook ads hierarchy. Facebook ads hierarchy, right? If you're running adverts, something is very important. You have to understand the structure of the Facebook. How is it structured? How exactly, what exactly should I understand? Okay. Number one is this. If you're going to be running Facebook ads professionally, not just by you going to your Facebook page to boost it, you have to start by creating a Facebook business account. You have to start by creating a what? A Facebook business account. And what is a Facebook business account? It's very simple. If you have not done that, you can do that right now as I'm speaking with you. If you have your laptop with you, especially, just go to business.facebook.com. Business.facebook.com. Somebody can type it in the chat for me there. Press go, you can type it right part, you can do that. Type it in the chat, business.facebook.com. I shared this link last week so that you can go there and have a very good understanding of what I'm talking about, right? So, business of it, facebook.com. So when you sign up there, you'll be able to create what we call ads manager, and then you create an ad account. It is under your ad account you'll be able to add payments. I know some of you are having issues with payments, so they will be showing you how to make payments with ease without any problem. All right. Especially those of you that signed up for my business growth combo course. Business growth combo course is a training I put together where you will learn how to run Facebook ads, how to run Instagram ads effectively, as well as how to register any business with CAC, with SMEDA, with FIRS, and with a host of other agencies like that. And then you'll be learning as well business growth strategy that I'll be sharing with you. And then the bonuses attached are access to my digital library, as well as extra 1 week of training and guidance and support by me personally. All right. So it's just going for, normally the price is about 20,000 naira, and but then I'm running a promo right now that closed yesterday and it's going for 8,000 naira. But then for the sake of you that are on this call, if you want to be a part of it, you can send me a DM after this class. All right. So Facebook Business Manager, Facebook Ads Manager, ad account. Under ad account, what can you see? We have what? Campaigns, right? We have campaign one, campaign two, campaign three. So under this campaign is where you set your price. Is somebody noting this thing? We're going to go practical right now. So I want you to have a knowledge of these things, right? Now, campaign, under campaign, you have your hard sets. So right inside this campaign, we have what we call the you choose your objectives under the campaign. Then you choose your pricing advantage, which was initially known as campaign budget optimization, but it's now advantage, pricing advantage. That one is there. And then right after the campaign, under we have ad set. It is under the ad set you select your location, you select your target audience, you select your placement. Talking about placement, placement is actually refers to is Oluwadare Joy here? Joy, are you here? Okay, she's not here. So it's under the placement you actually under ad set that you actually refer to set the placement, and placement refers to the contact point where your advert will be shown to people, where your adverts will be shown to people, maybe Facebook, Instagram. When you talk about Facebook, then we have Facebook feed, Facebook search, Facebook reels, Facebook stories, Facebook highlights, Instagram stories, Instagram highlights, Instagram feed, Instagram explore, different points like that. And then apart from Instagram and Facebook, then we now have what we call the third-party applications. Third-party applications. So, for instance, if you are browsing on Phoenix, you are scrolling through Truecaller, you see adverts, right? Don't you? Anybody here that witnesses such things? You're just
Yes.
thank
Yes.
you. You're browsing. You're not really browsing. You're just checking through some applications, and then before you know it, adverts start popping up. Some of them actually came from what? From Facebook. All right. So those parties, those networks or applications or companies, they have a particular share in the revenue that Facebook makes from the adverts that they are running. So, friends, that is just the beauty of the whole thing. So, under the ad sets, we now have what we call what ad. It is in your ad that you now had you have pictures, you have flyers, you have videos, you have your copy, then you set the page and you want to connect and all that. All right. So we want to go to do practicals now. And the first thing is what? You want to set your Facebook Ads Manager. You want to choose the right ads objective. You want to do audience targeting. And then at the end of the day, you should be able to launch your first Facebook advert. Praise God. You should be able to launch your first Facebook advert. So I'm going to stop sharing right now and take you straight to my Ads Manager. Mr. Tolu, are you here?
Yes, sir, I'm with you. I'm with you, sir.
No, no. Mr. Tola, rather. Tola. Mr. Tola, are you here? Mr. Tola is not here with me. That is okay. So I'm going to take you through my ads manager. Um, okay. Seems somebody is trying to join. Just so that. All right. So can you see my screen right now? Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see.
Okay. Mr. Tola.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
of
can
course
see.
you can zoom. Somebody said I should help
Yes,
you
I
to
can
zoom.
see.
You
Yes,
can
you can
zoom it yourself.
help
You
zoom
can
it.
zoom the screen yourself. In fact, I would advise that you change it to landscape mode. Hold your phone, turn it to landscape mode so that you can see the whole thing clearly.
All
Right?
right. All right.
Okay. So, Mr. Tola, are you here now?
Yes, I mean now.
Great, great, great. Miss Adijero, are you here? I think she's offline. All right. I'm happy Jennifer is here. Mr. Tola, Mr. Tolu, that's very great. So, that's beautiful. Okay. So this is my art manager. Okay, this is my art manager. Um, I want you to understand that the first thing you want to do, remember, is to what? If let's assume that I don't know. Okay, let me just share my entire screen with you first. It seems this will not work. Okay. All right. So the first thing you want to do is what? Go to business.facebook.com. Can you see my screen, please? Business.facebook.com. So when you click on it, then you land on this page and see. So it says log in to Facebook. So when you log into Facebook with your accounts, it's very easy. I tell you, automatically you'll be able to create a business account, a Facebook business manager account. But remember, before you actually create this page, you must be able to have access. You must be able to access the Facebook, the email account you use to create the Facebook account. The email that is attached to your Facebook page, you will get a notification there to confirm your
Sorry.
eligibility. So if you are not able to access it, I tell you, you'll not be able
Wait,
to
I
run the
can't hear your
advert.
voice again. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one.
Hello.
I can hear you clearly.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Fresco, maybe you need to kind of exit and join back again. So I was saying that make sure that your email is accessible because you're going to need it to confirm this whole process. So the moment you have, created a business account, you will land on a page like this. So the next thing you want to do is to go ahead and create what we call an ad account, right? Before you have all of these things here, you need to come and create an ad account. I just wish I could access somebody's Facebook here and use it as a demo, but then there will not be any need for that, really. So what I want to share with you is this. Once you come over here, just over on this side, then you scroll down to settings. Can you see settings at the bottom here? My cursor is red so that you can see what I'm
Yes.
doing. So once you click on that settings, it's take you to a page where you create an ad account. It is under your ad account that you can actually do a lot of things like setting payments, linking your pages, and then setting up your ad account generally. All right. So over here, if you go to business settings, right? We went to business settings. Just so down. This is one of my pages that I manage, right? And one beautiful thing about Facebook is that you can manage as many business manager accounts as possible. You can have like 3 or 4 or maximum of 5. All right. Then you can create as much as 2, 3 ad accounts under one manager. 2, 3 ad accounts under one manager. So let's see, going to business settings. So the moment you are done creating your page, you can just go to business settings and right there you will see a button. This one is showing like this because there's already an ad account. If there is no ad account here, you will see a page that says create ad account. You have to create an ad account. And if you want to make payments, once you have created an ad account, the next thing you want to do, all right, is to go ahead. I'm sorry, I don't have a uh I don't have an undeveloped Facebook account to use as a demo for you on how to practically create an ad account. All right. But the most important thing is that when you want to create an ad account, you want to create an ad account, one of the things you might want to do is to ensure that number one, you select Naira. All right, select Naira. You can have your hard account in Naira, you can have it in dollars. All right, so just select Naira at first. Then make sure that you select the perfect timing like GMT plus one, GMT plus one. That is the Nigerian time. Okay, so this now when you newly create your business manager account, this is what you see. right? As you can see, I manage a number of ads businesses, a number of different businesses, right? So let me show you. Let me just take you to this place. Let me take you here. Let me take you here. I think this one is raw, is undeveloped, so I can use it to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so when you click on your business, like when you're done creating a business newly, so what you just need to do is to once you open it, this is what you see. Then if you come over here to add accounts, you click on add accounts. Remember we have hierarchy, right? We have hierarchy, Facebook Business Manager first, which is what I showed you in all those businesses that were listed. That is the business manager. When you now select the business manager itself, you now go to ads manager. So it's under this ad manager, you now set what we call add accounts. Add account. So here, if you click on add account now, you see now, can you see? It says Rex Mafiana Foundation doesn't have any ad accounts, right? So if you click right here, what do? You see, can you see my screen, please?
Yes,
When you
yes,
click
go
on
on.
add, what do you see? You see add what? Add an ad account, request access to an ad account, or create a new ad account. This one is you trying to move an ad account from another business manager and move it right here. This is you trying to request access to somebody ad account. For instance, me as a Facebook manager, if the president of Nigeria calls me that you're going to be the one managing my Facebook account and managing the presidential Facebook account, running adverts with it and all that, uh, definitely I'm not going to be using my own ad account. And he will not give me login access to his Facebook account, even as the president of Nigeria, because that would be risky. So for me to run adverts effectively with his ad account, what I need to do really is to what? Is for him to go over here and give me access, or me from my hands here, I do what? I request for another account. So once I just click on this button, I'll be able to enter some information. The notification will be sent to him that, oh, so person wants to access your ad account, give him some level of access and all that. And that is what that one is for. But for you who's new into the business, this is what you click on. Create a new ad account. So when you click on create a new ad account, you enter the name of your ad account here and say uh, um, uh, RM Foundation. Okay, then you see the time zone. You select your time zone GMT +1. Please take note of that. Don't select another time zone because the thing will malfunction. Can you see Africa, Lagos, right here? So just click on it, and then you can select your currency. Can you see? So you can create another account in dollars. Those of you that like dollars like me, right? You can create another account in dollars. But for this one, you start with what? Naira. Start with Naira. It's easier. It's easier to get things done in Naira, right? Especially when the federal government placed an embargo on the payments in dollars. Now, this account will be used for what? My business. Yes, just click on my business and go ahead to click on what? Create. Voila. It's as simple as that. So once you click on create, your once you click on create, it's done. So if you want to give people access to this page, you can come over here. If you want me to be your ads manager, for instance, right? Provided you have the money, you can afford my service, you want to give me access to help you manage your adverts. All you need to do is to come over here and you know find a way to enter my email or something, and then you give me access. I'll be able to manage it. All right, but these are the existing users on this page, and then you can decide to give full access, right? And then assign. So if you want to give people access to your ad account, this is where you go. But then I don't really know why I'm mentioning these things because I know it's not useful for you at this time, right? So it's for you to know how to actually create the thing. Let me see if I can cancel this. Let me cancel it because now add account successfully created. Can you see that? Add account successfully created, and this is your unique identification number for the add account. Very unique, right? So it has been created, added to your business manager account. You can now have payment information. If you want to go to payments, just click here, right? This is where some people miss it, right? And I want you to have it at the back of your mind now that it's pretty easy. Since I've been making payments with on Facebook, that's not been difficult at all, at all. So ensure your country is correct, the timing is correct, the currency is correct, and the timing is correct. Then click on next. So when you click on next, the next thing you want to do by default is to go ahead and click on next. But no, the best payment channel that I've used over time has been PayU. PayU, this second one, very important. This second one, PayU. Then you click on next, right? So when you click on next, there you enter the amount that you want to fund your hard account with, because without that, you'll not be able to run your business. Now, don't forget, I've said this before you create your Facebook Business Manager account, using your Facebook account, make sure that the email connected to your Facebook is accessible. Make sure it's accessible, because it happened to me sometime where I just quickly rushed to create a Facebook account. I created a Facebook account. I created a Facebook Ads Manager. I created ad accounts, and immediately I made payments. So now when I wanted to run advert, they told me, go and confirm the email we sent to you. Meanwhile, this was not my hard account. I was only given access to manage somebody's page, you know. And unfortunately, the email that was used on that page, not correct. In fact, there was no access to it. Nobody know where that email came from. Okay. So, and unfortunately, I've already made payments to start running the thing. Till now, as I speak to you, the money is still there. The money is still there, you know. But then there's nothing we can do about that. Yeah. So hopefully I will be able to resolve it when I have the time. But then I needed to now channel another fund to another account in order to be able to run the advert I need to run. So I'm stressing this so that you don't go and make the same mistake. Just imagine you put 50,000 naira and then you cannot remove your money and then you cannot run adverts. So here on the tax information part, you can just go ahead and click on skip. So when you click on skip, you go ahead here and enter your amount. Let's say 5,000 naira. And then you click on next. So this opens probably in a new tab. Can you see? Open Naira payment with MasterCard. Can you see? Add funds with Naira payment with MasterCard and Visa. Please, Verve. Those of you that are still using Verve in this age, in this time and age, please go and repent. Go and repent. So you click on Open Naira payment with MasterCard and voila. You click on Continue. So here you now select cards. You have to select card, then go ahead to enter the card number here, then enter the card owner name, then enter the month, enter the year, and then you go ahead and click on pay. So the moment you pay like this, then you will receive a notification that says success. Success. So I think I need to kind of demonstrate that for you using understand. Okay. All right. So now let's do it right here. I want to load about 15,000 naira here. So when your stuff is done, just come over here. Can you see I'm selecting pay you? Don't select this one. Then go to next. Let me take my card. Please, are we following? Are we getting value from this class, or it's we should just
Yes. Go ahead. I'm getting
Yes,
value.
sir. We are getting value.
end the class? Who else is getting value, or is it just J fan? So you click on this, then go ahead and click on this my Mastercard. Then here, link right here. Okay. Then CVV. Some of you want to steal my card from me. I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to actually stop sharing my screen. Okay. Because this video is going to be recorded and then uploaded somewhere. So when I'm done making payments, then I'll come right back. All right. So the next thing you want to do is to enter your CVV, which is the one at the back of the. That's the only thing I did, right? That's the only thing I did. I just entered my CVV, which is at the back of my card right here. Okay. So at the back of your card, you have your CVV there. For those who don't know what CVV is, then you have a particular. Okay, just received a code now. You sent a code. Okay. Um, all right. So let me share my screen back. Sorry. So can you see my screen now? What can you see there?
Payment successful.
Thank you. Payment successful. 15,000 successfully added. Done. See that? So that is how to make payments with ease with your on your Facebook ad accounts. So when you are done making payments, you see this place will reflect now very soon. But all you need to do is to go back to your ads manager. Now we want to run our adverts. If you want to run your first advert, this is what you do. Just go see right here. You go to campaigns. Go to campaigns. For those of you already scared, like, oh, will I be able to follow? Will I understand these things? I'm telling you, it's not a big deal, right? It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. You can have access to the replay later. All right. Now, uh, if you want to run your first advert, what's the first thing you do according to our hierarchy? Once you have created your ads manager, you have created your business manager, have created your ads manager, then add accounts. Remember, we have treated this one, haven't we? The add accounts, right?
Yes. Yes.
Now, the next thing is what?
Campaign.
Thank you. The next thing is the campaign. The next thing is the campaign. So just go ahead and click on create. These are all the campaigns I've done before for this brand, you know. So there's none that is currently running because this one is sold off. Who remember the last week where I said that a client was coming for inspection the following day? I said that a client was coming.
Yes, I remember. I
Remember,
remember
thank
that. Let's send somebody
you.
when not to come by himself.
He said
He first sent someone, but now decided that he will come by himself to see the
you get
property.
it. Wow, I love your memory is blessed, sir. Your memory is blessed. I'm very happy to hear that you are following. So the person was going to send somebody before, but then say he will come by himself. There's good news. Do you know that that deal was closed? We have closed the deal. And guess what? Guess what? How much that property was?
Sir, you can send your commission to us.
I can send no worry. No worry. I can send it to you, Abby. No worry. Just come to my DM, send account number. I'll send you like 5 naira. Use that one to hold for a day, Abby. All right. So guess what? That sale was closed. It was closed. This was an advert that I launched on what day? What day was it? Trying to check the date was. um, Okay, significant edit. So it's not coming up right now. The particular day, I want you to see it for yourself. So this advert I ran actually was something that I don't know how to put it. It's run for just about 4 days. 4 days. And we got the customer, we got the client, and the client's paid. Who can guess how much? Who can guess how much the property was?
8
The
million.
Eh?
8 million.
8 million, no. The property was sold for 25 million naira. 25 million naira. And this advert here is what actually brought that client. This advert you see right here. Right? So I want you to just see that there are a lot of possibilities. Anything is possible if you know if you know your onions well, you will eat your suya. Someone says, a friend of mine used to say that if you know your onions well, you will enjoy your suya. If you know your onions well and anything you are doing, it will bring you massive, massive benefits and rewards. All right. So this advert here, I don't know if I should show you, I should not show you. Or maybe we should. Anyway, let me show you later. Now, if you want to create an advert, you want to run an advert, the next thing is what? To create, go to the campaigns. So right here, the campaign, how do you create campaign? Just click here. I only just need a message, sorry. So create, just click on create. Just click on create. Then click on so if you want to run adverts, what's the first thing? Create your campaigns, right? So while creating your campaign, some things are important, right? You have to choose your objective. What are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to achieve with these adverts? What exactly do you want people to do? So there are a lot of objectives. Number one here is sales. Are you trying to sell? Do you have an e-commerce website? Do you have an e-commerce website? Do you have a WhatsApp business where you have your product listed and then you want to sell it out? What exactly are you trying to achieve? Is it sales? Is it leads? Leads are interested customers or potential customers that have interest in what you do. These are leads, especially when you have their personal information. A potential customer has not become a lead until you have the person's information, either the email, the phone number, any contact information of that person. If you have it and the person is interested in what you are offering, the person is the lead. So I can tell you right now, I can show you my phone. This phone right here is dedicated to business, especially real estate. I can show you how I have a list of leads that I generated from my advert, and then I created a broadcast for them where I feed them with timely information. All right. So I'm speaking to you now as a realtor. I'm speaking to you now as a business owner. If you want to get the best result in your industry, you also have to consider what we call leads, lead generation. The reason why lead generation is very important is because not everybody will buy from you immediately. Don't expect that you put your product out today and everybody buys it today, unless you have been wetting their mind, unless you have been romancing their mind over time. and they have been salivating, anticipating it. Who heard about the cooking training that Ida Basi put out this week? Sometime this week.
Yes,
Who
I
heard about
heard.
it?
I heard.
How much was the training going for?
It was over 100,000 naira.
There's not 200,000 naira. It was 35,000 naira, right? It was 35,000 naira. Thank you for answering, sir. It was 35,000 naira. But guess how many people bought into it? Over 5,000 people. If you have your calculator there, please type 5,000 times 35,000. 5,000 times 35,000. About 4,900 people. Just say 5,000 times 35,000 and drop it in the chat. I want someone who's very fast to do that. Who has done it? $175 million. Thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. Somebody making 175 million in the space of how many days? In the space of a very short time. That is the record breaking. Of course, I've seen more than that actually. Some people making more than that even within in a day, right? But then what I want to bring up from this is that there is money in Nigeria. If you ever don't ever think that there's no money, there is money in Nigeria. The second thing I want you to pick out from it is that there is money online, there is money on the internet. There is money on the internet. So if you don't know how to play your game well, you're going to just, you'll be suffering unnecessarily. Sorry if that is a hard word. If you suffer unnecessarily, you'll be frustrated, right? So talking about objective, know how to generate leads for your business. If you're selling shoes, Jennifer, what are you selling? What's your business about?
Jewelry. Customized jewelry.
Jewelry is good. Telling you are in need for a lot of money. So sales, lead, here you can generate lead, engagement. Are you saying something? Okay. So leads, engagement, app promotion, we have traffic, we have awareness. So my best my best objective so far has been leads and traffic. Leads and traffic. That has been my objective as a realtor, as a digital marketer. The other ones I use this one sometimes to create awareness. Awareness is you trying to promote your adverts for maximum number of people to see what you are doing. A good example of that is what I did with this person's here. This person's advert. This is one of my friends. She's a realtor, and I'm in charge of her advert. Now, coming over here, you would see that I did one awareness. Can you see green? Can you see aware? Can you see aware? Let me show you how many people were able to reach within a short number of days. Within 3 days or so. Yeah, within 3 days. Can you see here? What is the reach here? The reach
Over
is 63,000, right?
yeah.
63,696. And the impression is what? 66,078. Just imagine that. I hope you remember the difference between reach and impression. Tolu, are you there? Are you there, Mr. Tolu Dada? Okay, I guess a lot of people are having issues with their network these days. So here we have impression, here we have reach, right? Now, over back to our stuff. If you want to create your advert, you can start with traffic. Now, the reason why I'm starting with traffic is because it's one of the objectives you can actually use to connect your Facebook, your advert straight to WhatsApp. So click on traffic, and here, if If you click, you'll be able to enter the name of your advert. My first advert, my first ads, my ad set, and here my ad. This was my first campaign. Do you remember that under campaign we can have multiple ad sets? Don't forget that. And under ad sets we can have multiple adverts. So here we have campaign, and under we have ad set, and under we have what? Ad. So you click on continue. I hope that by 5:30 we round up this class so that we can go and implement some of these things. My first campaign, can you see here category? When you are selecting, when you are running your adverts, you can ignore this side entirely. Ignore this part unless you are running advertisement that has to do with politics, election, something like that. But if you are doing real estate, employment, and some other stuff like that, you may not choose this part. You may not choose it, please, because it will really limit you. Remember, I talked about campaign budget optimization. It is now called Advantage Campaign Budget. So it helps you distribute your budget across currently delivering ads to get more results. This one is A/B testing. This is you trying to create two different campaigns, right? Two different campaigns, testing for a particular feature or element. So there will be different versions of the same campaign, but then when we have picture, when we have flyer, or when we have one particular set of audience, and then the other one a different set of audience. So you're just testing for the performance. So make sure you turn this one on. This one is not necessary, okay? Unless you have a lot of money, this one is not necessary. So here you go to next. So once you click on next, you have see conversion, right? See conversion. You go to WhatsApp, click on WhatsApp, right? If you want to draw traffic to your website, if you have a website, you can select this as your destination, right? You can select your application, you can select the messenger if you like messenger. Me, I don't really like messenger like that. I don't like messenger personally. I don't know why. But then, so WhatsApp or Instagram, you can also select Instagram somewhere here. But then, Instagram is not listed here right now. So go ahead, we come over to maximize link clicks. Yes, select the page you want to use. While you are creating your business account, ensure that you create that business account, business manager account with your existing Facebook page, with your existing Facebook account, and ensure that your business already has a Facebook page that is linked to that Facebook account. You cannot run a Facebook advert without a Facebook page. You cannot run a Facebook advert with. So over here, I want to choose call set. Okay, yeah. So this is the page I want to use, and this is the phone number. You can connect your WhatsApp to your page while you are setting up your page. That is where you connect your WhatsApp business account to your Facebook page, such that when users click on your advert, it takes them straight away to that page. So here, budget and schedule. Usually, I don't touch this one. If you are running adverts, you can come over here to say, oh, my advert, I want it to start today and I want it to end on Sunday. I want it to end next week, Friday. You can set the date for it to stop right here. But me, I don't tamper with it. I don't even touch it. I don't even remember it. Because what I do is that until my advert gets me the result I'm looking for, I don't stop. Jennifer, are you here?
Right.
Wait. Until my advert gets me the result I'm looking for, I don't stop. I don't stop at all. So that is why I don't set the timeline or the schedule. So here is your audience. This is where I said it that I'm going to be showing you how to target rich people. how to target people that have the money, how to target people that they are ready to make payment, they are ready to pay for your services. It's very important, right? Because if you have everything and then you don't know how to sell, it's going to be a big problem. So, can you see some of the existing ads that are ad accounts or ads, the audience that I have? Preschool audience, preschool audience with kids. Yeah, I think it was this one I used. Yeah, yes, it was this one. So now let me show you my own combination of audience that I've been using to get results in real estate. All right. Normally, I don't want to show this publicly because it's going to be recorded and put online. It's a very, very key thing, key element. Now, look at the way I named them. Rich, schooled audience, rich and educated audience that have children. Those are the people I like to deal with. All right. I don't like to deal with people that are not even sure of anything. Just hold on, please. Great. So, friends, can you see here? My location is what? Lagos, FCT, Abuja, Port Harcourt, in Rivers State. That is my own location. Those are the people I targeted for the advert I used to close this deal, the one I'm talking about. This was my target audience. My age range was 33 to 65. Now, results are not typical. If you go ahead to, you can do a screenshot of this page, please. You can do a screenshot, all right? Do a screenshot of what I have here to also go and set your home. Okay, do a screenshot to sell out Imperial Garden Estates in Asaba, sell out Festa City Mall, all right, sell out Green Edge property in Aba, sell out many of these products that you have there. But when you have sold finish, don't forget, after you have removed your 10%, your tithe and offering for God, there's another tithe that you send to my account. So after this class, don't forget, come and ask for it. Yeah? So have you done the screenshot? Have you made the screenshot?
Yes.
Good. So this is what you can use if you're a real estate person, or even if you are not into real estate, you are into high ticket products. Like your product is like 50,000, 60,000. Even you, Jennifer, you that you're into jewelries, you can use this powerfully well. Because as you can see, I targeted people into sales, first class travel, investments, luxury yachts, luxury vehicle, people behaviors, people who are frequent international travelers, engaged shoppers. Engaged shoppers means that people that have bought something from Facebook with their cards in the past 60 days or in the past 90 days. Those are engaged shoppers, right? So can a poor person do that? No. College education level, college graduates, master's degree, professional degree, doctorate degree, field of study, oil and gas engineering, employers, oil and gas engineering. I want to create a new audience. I want to create a new audience. I can come over here to create new audience. You see that? So what I need to do is what? Select the location. Can you see? So I can say I want to select places like Lagos. Those are the people I want to sell to. Lagos. You see that? Select Lagos. And you scroll down. Lagos has about 25 million plus people. Now you scroll down. Age, depending on you, the business, whatever business you are into. Me, I like to select some people that are mature, depending on the advert that I'm running. If it's real estate, I go to 30 and above. I know there are some young boys that have money at the age of 18, at the age of 19, or the age of 22, right? They have millions. I have, but then it's a very few number of people. I don't want to waste my money. All right. So I go for people that are about 31, 32, and above. Then age range. I don't want to go for people who are 70 or 80 like that. Sometimes I can do 65 plus, but mostly I stop at 64. I want people that I can easily communicate to like that. So, and then I'm done with that, I go to select gender. You can leave genders alone, boys, male and female, you know, or created them up. Now, all demographics. This is where you select your target audience. So these are some of the stuff I do. I go to frequent international travelers. Can you see frequent travelers? But I don't just do frequent travelers, I do frequent international. Can you see here? Frequent international travelers. Once I enter that one, I enter something like luxury. Luxury. People like luxurious things, maybe jewelries. If you come over here, you see luxury watches, luxury box, luxury store, you see luxury bags, luxury hotel, luxury cars. These are things that people have interest in, right? So people have interest in things like this. You can go ahead to say luxury lifestyle content, right? So once you click on that, then if you cannot remember the rest, what do? Just click on suggestion. Click on what? Suggestion. So Facebook will now suggest people who are in that category of people for you, right? So maybe the rich people. So the algorithm already knows that you are trying to target rich people. So here you have luxury goods, you have frequent travelers, you have luxury vehicles. Frequent travelers, especially in this time of fuel subsidy, they are rich people. True of course, they are rich. People that travel frequently, they don't really care, right? Today they're in Abuja, tomorrow they're in Lagos, the following day they're in Rivers, right? So you select luxury vehicles. I will select engaged choppers. I will select those who do first class travel. Can you see first class here? First class travel. I will select those who do business class as well. Business class travel. I will select people who have expensive taste. People go for. I will not select real estate investing. If you are into real estate and you want to promote your real estate business, you may not select real estate investing because if you are trying to target those who are already into real estate, it's not that is counterproductive, right? It's counterproductive because they're already in the business. So it's really advisable that you don't do something like that, right? So click on sales. You can click on sales. You can click on BMW vehicles. So these are don't select more than 10, right? Don't select more than 10. So once you have selected all of this audience, you can see here that the estimated audience size is just about 2.4 million to 2.9 million, right? This is a very good figure for me, but usually I target something between 1 million and 1.5, 1 million and 1.5. So for this 2.4 million, is for me, it's still too much, right? So what I do is that I continue my suggestion. I increase it to something like Porsche. People like Porsche vehicles. Here, I go ahead. I look for other ones. You see Rolls Royce here. You see Range Rover. You see. So because of our time, I will not be going through every of these things for you. Okay. Because another thing you can choose is what people who are CEO, MD, can choose something like that. And then if you don't want to go with the suggestions, if the suggestions are limited, because for me it's limiting, I go to browse. Can you see? You go to browse, you go to for those of you who are into accounting, this one is also for you. You're into jewelry, it's here for you. You're into anything. So come over to browse. Then you select demographics. You can target people based on their education, based on their financial capacity, based on their life events, based on parents. You can target parents based on maybe how many children they have. You see here, parents that are new, that are not up to 12 months, parents with adult children, parents with aged children, parents with preschooler, parents with preteens, with toddlers. Are you following now? So isn't this amazing? This is amazing, really, to be able to target people directly. Now, relationship, people who just married, people just who have complicated complicated relationship status. People who are divorced, engaged, relationship. If you are selling jewelry, for instance, you can target people who are engaged. You can target people who are into relationship, right? You can also target people who are probably single because they may be planning one or two things. They will be planning to shock their their fiancé, right? Okay. So you can target people as well based on their work. Where do they work? The industries where they work. For me, I like to target people in the oil and gas sector. I like to target people who work in organization with 500 plus employees. If you're into accounting, you can target people who are into business decision making, business and finance. You can target people based on computation. You can target people based on different stuff like that. Are you with me now? So you can target people as well based on their interests. You can target people based on their behavior. In fact, you can target people based on the kind of phone they use, whether iPhone or Android phone. Here, you can click here, use a mobile phone, more categories. If you click iPhone here, if you type iPhone here, you will see something. iPhones, people have interest in smartphone, then people behavior, people who own, can you see? People who own iPhone 7, people who own iPhone 7 Plus, and stuff like that. Can you see? So this is very powerful targeting tool that you can use to target anybody in your business. Just have understanding of what you want. If you're into business here, the first thing you want to do is to create your target audience. Know your target audience to the bone, so that when you are targeting the person, you will know exactly what the person does. You know exactly what the person can do. If you're into accounting firm, for instance, you can type accounting here, and then something will come up. People who have job titles, account specialists, people who are business owners, account bookkeepers, you can target anybody, friends, you can target anybody. So, but then one key thing that you should understand is that even after selecting all of these people, it does not guarantee that you're going to have a very good result. Do you know why? The reason is because people use fake information. Somebody just joined Facebook today. He put his age as at 75 or 60. Somebody is just under 20 or under 25. He put his age as 45, and then he will say he's the MD of so company. He will say he likes Porsche, he likes a Lamborghini, he likes this one, he likes that one, he likes a lot of things, which is actually false. But so this false data contributes to the inaccuracy of the algorithm, such that sometimes when you're running advert, the people that will be reaching out to you are people that they don't have money. They are even begging, as in I've seen cases where an advert is bringing people that will come and tell you that, oh, man, my wife just put to bed and we have not eaten since the past 2 days. If you can just send me something. You are trying to sell real estate, so who has been there before? Has that ever happened to you? You you launch an ad and people reaching out to you are people that are coming to beg for money. So friends, so it doesn't guarantee that you are going to get a massive result. The next thing you want to do is this: narrow your audience. Narrow what? Narrow your audience. If I were you, put a category of audience in one, then in the audience match, can now put something else. Here I've targeted rich people, but here now I can say I want to target people who are rich and also they they have interest in a particular thing. It may be interest in business growth, interest in sales, or interest in human development, interest in real estate, things like that. So that is what you come to do here. For me, for the rich school audience that I created, here I selected people who are rich. And here I come to select people who are educated. Means you are rich and then you are educated. For those who are entering fake information, fake data on Facebook, they may not likely have all of this stuff. So it led me to filter out people who don't have bearing with what I'm selling, bearing with my brand at all. All right. So now I want you to keep eyes on this figure here. Um, Jennifer, you see here?
Yes, sir.
Good. I want you to keep eyes on this figure here. Can you see 2.4 million, 2.9, right? Now, I told you that my own is between 1 million and 2. I will come here to people that are educated. I will say grad. People who have, no, not even grad, doctorate. Yeah. Can you see? Uh, it's not even here. What I'm looking for, see, field of study, employers, schools, interest. No, that is not what I'm looking for. I will browse it myself. I will come to demographics. I will go to education, education level. Then I will select people who have doctorate degree. I will select people who have college degree, at least they finish school. People who have associate degree. Then people who have a master's degree and professional degree. Can you see what do you see here? What do you see here? Did it increase or reduce? Mr. Right Path, are you there?
Yes, I'm being reduced.
It's reduced. It's reduced, meaning that it's not everybody that satisfies these conditions. Not everybody satisfies this condition of being this, and at the same time, they have this. As a matter of fact, if I were the one, I would just say this figure is okay for me. I'll just continue. But no, there's one other thing I go to do, and that is exclusion. I call it the principle of what? Exclusion. Tolu, are you here? Wow, this is serious. Now, the principle of exclusion is you going ahead and removing people that do not have anything to do with what you're doing. So exclude, I will go here. Do you know how I exclude people? I exclude people that based on their education level. I exclude people based on their seriousness with life. Anybody that is still betting, anybody that is still betting is unserious with his life. Anybody that is still gambling, that one is not my customer. You may have money, I don't care, but you cannot be around me. Because when it comes to real estate investment, for instance, it's not for gamblers. You cannot be a gambler and be thinking of investing. Gamblers think of quick returns, but investors, correct investors, they are patient. So when I want to exclude people from my campaigns, what do? I go over here and I just type gamblers. Anybody that is interested in gambling, I remove it from my list. You see now, gambling, online gambling. Did the number increase or reduce? It reduced, right?
It reduced.
Meaning that it means that if you did not do this, your advert could be reaching those people and they will just come in to beg you for money, or they will just be viewing your advert without taking action. That is just wasting your money, because remember, Facebook also charges you cost per impression, CPM, cost per thousand impression. So another thing I do is what? I go to exclude people based on their education. Just go to education level. If you are still in college, you are not my target audience. You are still in school. Do you think somebody still in school is my target audience for real estate? No. If you are still in grad, if you are still in high school, I have no business with you. I have no business with you. So now, as you can see, everything has reduced to 532 to 626. Now, because of this figure is very low, it's low, Facebook will charge you more to be able to get better results. So what I will do, I will go back to my original audience, and what I will try to do here is to do what? Is to add more figure to it, so that we have more quality audience. I will have people who are interested in Ferrari, people who are interested in Lamborghini. I will have people who are interested in Rolls Royce, I have people who are interested in healthcare and medical services like doctors, right? Yeah. Then I want this number to increase. I will go ahead. The same, excuse me, the same thing that I had it here, I also had it in the other other parts, right? We had it here. Suggestion, people who are into business and finance, people who are into sales, people who are into management, right? The number is increasing small, 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 small. I can even add military, right? Um, people who are engaged shoppers, right? Yeah, engaged shoppers. That would make sense. That makes sense. Can you see now? Can you see that the number is increasing now? So for me, I would say this is okay for me, right? But for you, you may feel like it may be too costly for you. Okay. So, but then I will select people into fashion accessories. Can you see fashion accessories? Just select it because anybody who's obsessed about fashion has money. Aha, very good. So now we have a good number for me, a good number. Now, the next thing I want to do after setting my hard set, do you remember where I talked about ad sets? Under your ad sets, you deal with what? Your campaigns. Um, Under your ad set, you deal with your audience, you deal with your placement. Your placement. So placement is placement is where your advert is shown, maybe on Facebook. If you go to manual, usually it's good you leave it as advantage placement, okay? But then you can go to manual and then select that you only want your advert to be shown on only Instagram, not Facebook. Only Instagram. But they will not even allow you because if you deselect Facebook and say only Facebook, they will tell you no, it's not possible. Your advert must be shown on the Facebook feed. So that's their own condition. So you must do Facebook, Instagram, then audience network. So once you have set, just leave it as automatic, all right? Leave it as advantage plus recommended. So it's automatic placement. Anywhere that your advert will do well, it's fine. All right. So the next thing you want to do is what? Go to next, click on next, and right here, you select your my hard, you select this one, select this one. Remember, we select the pages we want to use initially. Then you go ahead, this one, follow step. Uh, Here you can choose to create your advert or use an existing post. So let's say you have created an advert before, or you've created a post on Facebook or Instagram before. You can come over here to click on use existing post so that it is that particular post on your Facebook or your Instagram that that will be used for the advert. But usually I create the advert right inside my Facebook manager. So you can select single image or video. You can also select carousels. Carousels is a little bit complicated. Carousels is a combination or series of videos or flyers that are, in series like that. But then let's start with single image or video. When it comes to ad creative, remember we were talking about ad creative last week. So here you select the image you want to use. So if the image you want to use is not here, just click on this button to upload the image you want to use. Click on that button to upload the image you want to use. So here is the product that we sold last week. I just did two adverts, two. This one, two videos. I edited them on Canva. The second one I edited it on Canva, and then boom, the Lord did it, right? Now, if you don't have the video already here in your account images, or your if you click on Instagram, the pictures and whatever you have posted on Instagram will show here. Then you select upload, right? And select upload. So if you go to all, then select upload. Once you select your upload, you can just go back here. You select the video, the audio, or the video and the flyer rather, and then you click on next. Forget about this one. For stories, just click on original. Then for search results, original as well. Okay. Then go ahead to next, click on next. Then optimize, allow enhancements, meaning that your pictures let them be enhanced. Then once you are done, you click on done. I'm trying to rush through the process. So your stuff will appear on 11 placements, right? 11 placement, that's feeds, reels, app and site and all that. So inside this primary text is where you enter your hard information, right? The copy, we call this copy. So can you see introducing Outland by Cedarwood? So I can just click on it. This is one I did before. So once I click on this button, because I've done it before, just enter here. So this is a copy, right? So this is a copy. Then you can add another copy so that the algorithm will choose the one that is performing better. Then here is your headline. Here's your headline. You can just use this one, right? And use this one as well. All right. So and then you can choose to add description and you may not choose to add description. So here, call to action is what? Send to WhatsApp message. Send WhatsApp message. Remember, our destination was what? WhatsApp. So if you don't want to do that, you can also say learn more. So this is what your advert will look like. Can you see it here? Can you see? This is what your advert will look like when it is shown. So this is a preview of your advert right here. Get a taste of opulence and affordable rate, then click on WhatsApp. So usually this WhatsApp, you can change it to something like we call it call to action button, right? So the call to action button, let's say it is not WhatsApp, let's say learn more, learn more. So learn more, it will not change to learn more like this. So it will take them straight to where? To WhatsApp. Now, you see this particular feature I just mentioned now, whether WhatsApp or learn more, it's very, very important. You can be running two different adverts, and they are the same thing. That I mean, two versions of the same advert, the same copy, the same flyer, the same target audience. But the only difference is that one is having learn more, the other one is having WhatsApp. Don't be surprised that the one that has learn more converts faster, converts more than the one that has WhatsApp, right? Because usually not everybody wants to click on WhatsApp and go and be chatting with somebody. So you may want to hide that feature away that this is and put learn more. So when they click on it, take them to WhatsApp, and before you know it, they're already in. They feel like, well, I'm here already. So if you want to do a review of your advert, you click here, and then you do a review of your advert here. So this is what we have here. All right, friends. So now let's get back to edit. So once you are done entering your copy, you have put your flyer, and then the next thing you want to do is what? Publish. I think I can publish this thing. Yeah, I can publish it. Because it's I just don't know if the price has been changed. But then I think it's good. So once you are done, you can see the status of your advert at the top right here. Is in what? In draft. So if you are done, you are sure your copy is okay. Here, what I would like to do here for myself is to put a phone number. Yeah, good. So just put this phone number here. Yeah, then I'll remove this name. Good. Yeah. So then I can launch this. So once you are done, just click on publish. Just watch. Watch this part. Publishing 1 of 3, that's the campaign. Publishing 2 of 3, that is ad set. Publishing 3 of 3, that is the actual advert. This is 1. Can you see? Once you see this green check, it means your advert has been successfully published and there's no problem with it. This is the campaign, this is the ad set, this is the advert. Here is a sign that it's processing. Processing means that it's trying to get submitted. Then once it's submitted, it changes from processing to review. So meaning that the algorithm or Facebook staff, they are manually reviewing your advert to be sure that it aligns with their policies and their terms and conditions. And also the algorithm can automatically review your advert to be sure that it doesn't align, it aligns with their policies. Now, if your advert is not in alignment with their policies, they can reject your advert. They will reject it. And if it's rejected, you try it again over and over again, and it doesn't work out. They can choose to ban your account. Like they will just ban it completely. You know. So which is it's not a good thing, right? Um okay. So we have successfully launched our first advert. Congratulations to you. So this brings us to the end of our practical class today. Thank you very much. Question time. Hello, somebody? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Very good. I said question time. Any
Okay,
question?
so I would like to ask. So what is there a specific number that usually that you suggest that should be the least target audience when running Facebook ads? Is there
It all
a
depends. It all depends. There are some target audience you want to reach, and they are in small
all right?
numbers. They're small numbers. People that don't many of them. So for me, on average, the correct number of people to reach there are between 1 million, 2 million people. Some people like to reach a large number of people, like 10 million or so. Yes, it's good as well. It all depends on your understanding of your target audience and uh, their key features, interests, behavior, and everything you know about them. All right.
All right. And then secondly, what's the least amount that you think is advisable to get the most of a Facebook ad? What's the least amount
The
per
least
day?
amount I would say,
Yeah, per day.
the least amount should be 1,000 naira. This amount should be 1,000 naira. Here, we didn't even set it. So here, when I'm running my advert, let's say if it's real estate, I could do like 3,000, and that advert I do, 1,000 naira, right? So,
Okay, I have a
so
question.
any changes you make on this advert that is still in processing, you will see unpublished edits here. You have to publish it. So if it is not published, it will not be updated, right? So yeah, you're seeing something again.
I said for to be on the safe side, I think the minimum that one can start with the budget is 5,000 naira, and the least will be 3,000 from your own experience.
Yeah, one experience. Like I said, it all depends. If you know your onions when you're just starting, you can. If you're just starting, don't try starting with 5,000 naira unless you have a lot of money and you want very quick results. You can start with something like 3,000. Yeah, 3,000 to 5. So when your advert is getting you substantial results, then you can now increase your budget so that you can get more people. But then, because the law of diminishing returns, it applies to almost everything. It applies to almost everything. it will get to a point that even when you increase your budget, you'll not be able to reach the number of people that you actually expected. So start small, then grow. Because some just imagine you're running your first advert. You are new in the business of running Facebook adverts. And then you are running your first advert and you're starting with 5,000. And 3 days, you did not even get anything because you are still learning. And after 3 days, you want like 15,000 naira. You'll not be happy. You'll not be happy. You unless you are budgeted like 1 million naira, I feel like that's a small money now, And then the second thing is that Facebook algorithm sometimes takes time to learn. Learning, you will see here, you see no ads now. You saw in processing, right? So that processing there, it can sometimes it can change to review. And once it is done being reviewed, it will not change to learning. So that learning phase is where the algorithm is trying to understand your target audience and match it with your creatives and ensure that it gets you the best result. So sometimes the algorithm can take like 3 days to be learning. That learning is not guaranteeing you any result, or it's just to be learning how to get the thing. So after 3 days, then boom, it start getting you better results. So all those 3 days, instead of you to spend like a 2K every day now, 6K to learn, then you're now spending 15,000 naira to learn. So don't blow your budget. Start small. Have I answered your
Thank
question?
yes, thank you very much. You did.
Yeah. Yes, friends, thank you very much. This is 2 hours that we have used to learn. If you have gained something valuable in this class,
Are we going to get the video
yes,
recorded?
there'll be a replay. There'll be a replay, especially for those of you that paid for my training, my business growth combo course. There'll be a replay for you. Um, yeah. So if you are not a part of the Billionaire Realtors community yet of Leadway, you can send me a DM on WhatsApp so that we can add you to our community officially. Thank you very much. God bless you, everyone. So if you got value, please go to the group go and appreciate Leadway for giving you an opportunity like this to learn something like this. This is something that people pay heavily to learn. Trust me. I can remember when I was learning it, I paid to learn this thing. And I'm happy with those people that are actually paying to learn. Paying for knowledge is an investment. If you don't pay for knowledge now, ignorance will cost you much more than you are willing to pay tomorrow. I tell you that. I bet you. So just try as much as possible to go ahead, appreciate Leadway of the group. And if you have your special tithe and offering for your brother in the Lord, right there, just ask for my account number and I'll send it to you. Anyway, so that's on the lighter note. I hope you got value this very evening. There are a lot of things we need to do, but good. Are we good? Are we happy? Are we excited? Why is nobody talking? Are
Yeah,
there people?
good. We're
We are
good.
happy.
I'm good.
Yes, I got
You want
value
me, you
this week.
want me to remove all of you
I
from
got
this
it.
from be careful. All right. So this is the end of our class. I want to appreciate Madam Ude Amaka for
You,
providing this platform
David,
to
before
share.
you run off, I know you have overstayed your welcome. Let me say that for those of you that have been following this class since we started, I really want to appreciate your consistency. There's something people don't understand in this business. People want to make money, but they don't want to put in the work. The money is in the work if you don't put in the work. And the only thing we can do for you is to help you, to guide you like we are doing now. But we cannot come and do the work for you. It's not less for you to take everything you are learning, go back there and practicalize it. So I'm still going to beg Mr. David. We're going to take him to Sapphire Grill to plead with him that next week, Saturday, we want the people on this call to go back home, practicalize what you have learned today, I know in your practice, you might have one or two challenges. So next week class is going to be purely question and answer section for everything that we have done up till now. So come with your question and get answers. That's what we're going to do next week. We're not going to do any training. Question and answer section to give you more clearance anywhere you are having challenge. Thank you so much, David. Drink water and wait for next week for questions.
I think
All
you are
right,
reading
thank
my.
you, everyone.
I wanted to drink water before because my throat was already dry. So thank you so much for everybody for joining. See you again next week. If you have any questions, I'm in my DM, but don't disturb me too much. Next week is for the Q and A session. Please practice. Practice right now. If you don't practice now, you will forget. So practice, okay? And the God will give you success. Have a nice evening, everyone. Bye.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.